Okay, today what I'm going to show you the method you can use for measuring the vitamin C in any drink or juice. Today we're going to look at Ribena, which used to be promote itself as lots of vitamin C for healthy life. And so here, I've got some Ribena here. Now we're going to use what's called GCPIP. You may have in your research looked at using iodine and starch. This is a method we found to be quite reliable, and I have here a 0.1% solution of GCPIP, and we also need to use a standard solution of vitamin C that we compare our results with. So this is our known standard, which is 25 milligrams per 100 ml. Vitamin C is normally expressed as milligrams per 100 ml. According to this, it says it's got 32 milligrams per 100 ml. But we'll check that if they're right. So I've got some vitamin C here. So I'm just going to top up my burette. And I'm sure you've done this in Unit 2. It doesn't need to be at the top actually. And I just want to point something out to you. And you can check the glassware. Up here has the accuracy of plus or minus 0.05 ml. So this says it's quite accurate. Now to read this, I'm going to have to go off my tiptoe. It's a little bit difficult because it's white, it's blue, quite a dark blue. But I reckon that reading is 0.3 ml. So I'm going to write 0.3 ml. You need to read these to the nearest 0.1 ml, or maybe even 0.05 ml actually, if it's in between the lines. I'm then going to use a pipette. We have various sizes, 1, 2, 5 and 10 or 25. I'm going to use a 2 ml pipette because I've checked this out. And I'm going to put 2 millilitres of the vitamin C standard in my conical flask. Now, vitamin C oxidises the GCPIP and making it colourless. So the end point is when this solution is just blue. So notice I've got a white tile which makes seeing the colour change easier. So I know I've already done a rough run, and it takes about 24 mils. So I'm going to run it quickly. I'll just stop there for a second. If you notice it's gone clear. So the end point is when it's just blue. So keep going. You should always do a rough one first. Okay. Oh. Is it? No, just waiting, it's gone. Okay, so I need to add a few more drops now. So now I'm near the end point, I'm going to slow down. Drop by drop, not sure, stop, keep going. I would say that's just blue. So this volume here is quite hard to read, 24.3 ml. That's convenient. So the final volume is 24.0. Always put the decimal place so we know how accurate your reading is. Now, I'm sure your Unit 2 teacher has told you, you keep doing this until you get consecutive readings that are 0.1 ml apart or less, and then work at the average of your 3 good readings. Ignore any outliers. So you keep going. I've got 4 columns here, you can have a 5th column. Often your first one will be a rough one, so you get an idea how much you need. So I'm not going to do that. I just sort of demonstrate the titration to you. So I'm going to rinse this into still water and then put it in my waste. And then I'm going to take 2 mils of Ribena. Just rinse out my pipette with the Ribena. Okay. And then accurate up to the meniscus. Take some Ribena. Okay, it's 2 mils of Ribena. Let's just top up our burette. Again, it doesn't have to be right to the top. If you put too much in like I have just done, just run some out into your waste beaker. My waste beaker, okay. Okay, so run some out. Doesn't have to start from 0. I reckon that is 0.065. This is my first Ribena reading. 0.65, even my mistakes, ml. Now I've not checked this out. There's one added complication, it's already red. So I'm looking for a permanent purple colour. Right. Now, I'm not happy with that. I think that went purple very quickly, so I'm going to take that as a rough reading, and I'm going to repeat. Okay, I think that went quite quickly. If it goes quickly, what you can change the volume. I'm going to try that one again. That was about 13 ml. Right. The volume at the moment is 13.4 ml. I'm going to take my time this time, so a bit slower rather. So it's red. If you compare the colours, that still looks red to me. Okay, because we're looking for blue and red, which make purple. This is quite a hard one to judge. That's definitely colour change. Or is it a colour change? It's quite hard to see. A little bit more. That's the problem when you've got coloured juice. Yes, that's definitely colour change. So I've added 18.7, which is a total of 5.3 ml. Now, what I would think I should really do is repeat it with a larger volume. So the alternative is then to go with a bigger pipette and add more. Because what you want, you don't smaller than that. You want about 10 to 30 mils.